Bodega, and we got the world famous Psycho Les in the Bodega.
Yeah.
You know what?
Let's go.
But before I get into this, I want to say something before I start this. I said I had my dreams of being an artist myself. You know, one day I'm not a rapper, but I was like, if I was a rapper, who would I want to produce my album? I said, I want Premier. I want Alchemist. I want Ayatollah. Let me get Large Professor, and let me get Psycho Les. And
That's a good.
It's a good, yeah.
That's
And
a good lineup.
I said when I listen to production, I'm like, yo, these guys. You know why? Because a lot of their style is undeniably dope across the board. And without further ado, world famous Psycho Les from the Beatnuts, man. How you doing, man?
What's good? What's good out there?
Chilling, man.
Chilling.
So how you doing, man? It's just a beautiful day, man. It's just hip hop is just flowing right through this station right now, man. It's crazy.
Just came straight from Queens. We over here now, little traffic out there,
Yeah.
pulling up in the limo and everything,
Yeah, definitely, man.
So, it's tough out there, but
So
we're here.
yeah, definitely, man. So my introduction to the Beatnuts was Ran into Tech, and
The box.
as a shorty,
blowing that shit up.
yeah. When I was a shorty, and I remember, the jukebox, we used to call it up, and the video mixer box. When I saw the video, I was like, yo, am I supposed to be watching this shit? It was one of the most graphic videos. I mean, no, seriously, they had guns in the video. He's shooting the dude in the hallway and shit, and it was like blurred out, and the crazy rapist smelling like vagina. I'm like, yo, what the? Am I supposed to be watching this shit?
After that video, that's when the whole band shit went down.
Yeah, I was
After
just about to
that
ask you
video,
about
that.
that.
That just shut it down. Like, yo, that's enough.
Like, now, what did you get backlash from like different like groups like MTV or things like that, where they wouldn't show your video and things like that?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That's crazy, because I know that you had like guns in the video and you couldn't show the guns in the video.
Guns, yo, and that was the clean version. Like, you don't
Yeah,
even have the dirty version. Wow,
yeah.
I didn't even see the dirty version, but raping bitches. We had bitches on bed.
So what was in the dirty? Where you said raping?
Yeah, bitches getting raped. We had at the end, I'll kill your moms if I have to.
Yeah.
We had it with the real gun pointing at her head, and that somehow just got blurred. It turned into just my fingers and shit. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We Shady did that. Directed that.
That was a crazy video. And you know what? I mean, if you want to dig into your roots about a little bit, because initially, from what I know, y'all was part of the Native Tongues.
Yep.
And it was crazy because it was like the Native Tongues, to be fair, was more or less like the hippies of hip hop. Mm-hmm. And you, the Beatnuts, were like really the black sheep of the Native Tongues.
Right.
So how did that come about? How did y'all connect with the Native Tongues?
I mean, records really, me and Juju were DJs from the beginning, just digging, and going out collecting records and all kind of shit. And that's how we ran into Jungle Brothers and Q-Tip and the Large Professors, and and that's how we all became this.
Jungle Brothers actually had said yo,
gotta
the Beatnuts, right?
Yeah.
And y'all was already you was producing way before you even made an album. Like you did like Moni Love, you was doing things
definitely. Juju did that Moni Love. I think he flew out there to London and shit, knocked that out.
All right.
So yeah, that shit was crazy. That was his first time too going up there.
What was at the point because I know you already had been on songs and shit, and when did you say yo, we need to just drop an album? Because I know the first one was an EP.
EP, yeah.
But you was producing,
but,
and then you was like, yo, fuck, we're gonna take it to this level.
Let me take you back to Jungle Brothers. They had this project, the Chi Ali project. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And Jungle Brothers, they was busy at that time. They had hot records and shit. It was busy, so they was like, yo, you know what? Because they wanted Jungle Brothers to produce that album. So it was like, you know what? I'm gonna pass that project over to the Beatnuts and let them produce that album. So that was really our first. So then, we started messing with Chris Lighty.
Chris Lighty.
So So
Just
that was his project, the Chi Ali project. So
How did his death like where was you when you heard the news about Chris Lighty passing?
Oh man, I think I was just in the crib, man. You know, it's real sad. You know.
Do
That's all
you
I
think
gotta
do
say.
you think it was like a like 50 think it was like a setup, like some type of like a hit type of thing?
Man, I can't really call it, man. You know, it's real hard to call it, but you know, if it was, you know, if it was what they say it was a suicide, then you know, that's what he wanted to do. That's you know. But you know, I don't know.
It doesn't look like he seemed like a person that would.
Never, never.
Yeah,
That's
know?
why-
yeah,
that's
your
why-
perspective, like you think he would do
Nah,
something
never,
like that?
Never, never.
Yeah.
never.
He seemed
No.
like a happy dude, like
Yeah.
comfortable in his skin. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and you know, and there's nothing out there in the world that's so big that
Yeah.
you gotta kill yourself for. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
So that shit don't make sense to me. Fuck that.
Especially not a person that makes moves like he was doing. Like
exactly.
it wasn't like he had like super hard times or you know what I'm saying. Like I understand some people get into depression state, they do things like that, but he just didn't seem like at all.
You know, he was still young and everything, man. Had everything going. Good family, good rap family. You know.
Yeah, definitely. So, going back to the Beatnuts, like when you first started out, like when you first heard yourself on the radio, like where were you and like what was your feeling? Like crazy, probably.
I was in Queens, you know, just mad cars zooming by, raining the tech all up, down Junction Boulevard, Northern Boulevard. That was that era right there, you know.
Yeah, that shit must have been some shit. Like
Yeah.
People,
I mean,
people will pull up in the parking lot and play my shit, blasting it still to this day, and I'll just be standing there like, and they don't even know who the fuck
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
They're standing right there.
That's crazy. So I mean, pretty much, you guys, like I said, it's the world famous Beatnuts, man. You guys have been, you had a lot of like different joints, a lot of different hits. This is a question I wanted to ask you, and I've been thinking about this for a long time, even before I even thought about this interview. Like the nod factor, joints like Cheesesteak, Squiddy Pully remix, like some classic fucking beats. Like why not keep it for yourself, but give it to other artists?
Because I'm flooded with those beats, B. I could, I got more of those. It's always a banger, you know? People always, why you gave that banger away? Nigga, you got 20 more of those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's always like that, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even know how to sit down and make a whack beat.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that shit works. But,
well, mainstream's flooded with that now. But what was your thought when you first heard that Jennifer Lopez joint
The Watch
and it had
Out
your
Now
beat?
controversy.
Because that was like, come on, it was blatant. You know.
But it was the track masters ripped that, right?
Ripped it, and I guess J-Lo's just gonna do what she's told to in the studio. Yo, sing over this and whatever. So.
Not have you ever like crossed paths with the track masters since then?
Nope. None of them. None of that whole camp. They don't want to cross.
Yeah, because they seen that Rain of the Tech video. I'm pretty sure they fucking don't want to cross paths with these dudes, man. Because it was when I first seen it, it was like it was a complete rip. You know what I mean? I understand if you sample the same record, but that shit was hot, and this was off of one of your best charting songs that you ever had, and they took it, and I was just like, that's so fucked up, and it's like it's just.
But it's all good. I mean, right now it's like we don't even think about
it.
Shit.
Yeah,
yeah, shit is just look at it like she made that beat even bigger than what it was.
Yeah.
That's
they
how
still
I
have to
started.
refer back to the Beatnuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless.
Like, Jay, good looks. Thanks for blowing that beat up for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Basically
Now everywhere
promoted
we
you
go
some
and
more.
drop that beat, the whole place just goes crazy.
So again, going back to my initial impression of the Beatnuts, when you first started out, it was you, Juju, and Fashion.
Yeah.
And then, AKA, Al Tariq. So like, how was that? Like, like how was it? Was y'all as a group, you and Juju, when Fashion decided to leave? Because he did it. I think he converted, and then he left the group. Like how was the feeling then, or from you and the record label?
Yeah. It was really no bad feelings. You know, I always looked at it like I'm gonna work with Al Tariq and Juju at the
anyway.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, Me and Juju's always been the Beatnuts though.
Yeah.
You gotta remember that.
Yeah.
There was no Al Tariq.
Yeah.
Al Tariq just came to the team because my boy Ron introduced us in Queens. He was like, "Yo, this kid is a nice rapper."
Yeah.
So me and Juju was like, "Yo, me and you are the ill producers. We need that one cat that's just all about rap. He don't know nothing about beats. He don't fuck with records. He's just notebook, pen and pad." So he was the cat. So, but besides that, me and Juju always was on the mic, spitting funny shit and just having fun with it,
That's
I
crazy.
think one of the biggest the things of your group. That you have fun doing this shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like how like other people they try to stay so serious, and everybody wants to be the fucking the stone but you had a lot of fucking fun.
But this thing about them is like they had fun, but it wasn't no fucking joke.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Between the two.
That's what it
Right.
was.
Yeah.
It was like
It was a good
you
balance.
have fun, but not to cross this fucking
it was
line.
like, yo, that shit was ill, but yo, what he said just
Yeah.
sounds like it's fucking wow.
Yeah.
That was always my mentality. Like I'll kill you, but with a clown mask on.
Yeah, exactly.
With a smile,
Yeah.
in a funny way,
Yeah, definitely, man. So, what are you working on now? I know you got the Pit Fight Entertainment thing
Pit
going
Fight
on.
Records. Yeah, I got a compilation coming out real soon. It's called THC.
THC.
Yep. So
Now, what does THC stands for? Tigers hate children.
Nah.
Those hoes chilling. Oh, I don't know. I'm just.
it actually stands for the hot compilation.
Yeah, I know.
So,
That's dope.
yeah,
I like
so-
that.
Yeah,
That's
man,
all
so,
the weed heads out
Word.
there. yo.
Yeah.
You got a release date for that set or
Not really, but I'm trying to like another month.
soon as
They saying
possible,
to
right?
count- now, so who's on there? Like,
Man, I got Vinny Paz on there.
yeah.
Josh Salah, Blaze,
Yeah.
Alchemist.
Oh,
I got who else is up there on that shit? I got Be Real. Be
yes.
Real from Cyprus.
yeah.
Who else, man? Damn. So many people. Royal Flush, Tragedy.
Damn.
There's a lot of
Now,
cats.
are you doing the majority of the production on the?
Yeah, on this project, that's what I did. Just because I didn't just do this project just now. I've been doing this shit for like maybe the last 4 years.
Yeah,
So this is
because I remember I
there's
seen you.
just songs that just start stacking up after a while. I'm like, I'm just gonna put a little project together and
Yeah.
throw it out.
That's what's up.
That's up.
Yeah,
So the Beatnuts album, I heard another Beatnuts album, Planet of the Crates.
Yeah, Planet of the Crates. Yeah.
Now, when is that scheduled for? Because I heard y'all talking about this for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, we in the studio banging them out right now.
You got a few joints done?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man.
You know?
That should be dope. And what I'm highly anticipated with, and I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't come out already, is the
know what's
Lick Nuts joint. I've been waiting for this ever since I heard Grumpy Crocodile. I just heard so many 3 joints off, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, when is this coming out?
Soon. That's another soon one.
Now,
Yeah.
would it be this year soon?
Yeah, definitely. We trying. I mean, the shit is done. We got
Oh, it
8
is?
good 8 solid joints done.
Okay.
So me and J-Ro going back and forth right now. Just touching it up. 'Cause,
That's one of the best combinations I think in
Word.
hip hop history
Yeah.
that I
You
could
know?
think of, and like the name alone is just like, yo, this is like the dopest shit.
Hell yeah.
Who came up with that?
Yeah. Well, actually, we came up, me and us,
Yeah.
and the Licks. 'Cause,
Okay.
we all label mates. And
Yeah,
shit, so-
loud. Yeah.
So the original idea was just to make a song called Lick
Lick
Nuts.
Nuts, okay.
So then we started touring with them. We was like, fuck that one song. Let's do an album.
That's
So
dope.
that's where the whole boom,
Yeah.
the light bulb just went off.
How far back did y'all come up with the concept?
Shit, it was early.
Yeah, I was
early.
gonna say, yeah, it's a
early.
minute, right?
It was an early idea. Always Lick Nuts. When we gonna do that joint? So now, recently we was like, yo, fuck that one record. Let's just do a whole project, the Lick Nuts. and take that shit on the road, tour, and all that shit, you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So like speaking of touring, how is it touring? Because I remember the Alcoholics. The reason why they shortened their name the Licks is because they used to go to a lot of colleges and things like that and touring, and the colleges was like, oh, we don't want the name Alcoholics associated, you know, with a group or whatever. So they cut it down to the Licks so they could do more shows.
Exactly.
Do y'all catch backlash from the name? Like,
From our name?
yeah, the Lick
Beatnuts?
Nuts. The Lick Nuts.
Oh, the Lick Nut? Nah, Lick Nuts is friendly.
Yeah.
That's friendly, you know?
Yeah.
Honey roasted.
Yeah, right. So, speaking of your time at Loud Records, you know, it's like Wu-Tang, Big Pun,
Dead
Prez, everybody. You know, like how was it at Loud Records, and like what was your feelings when it came to an end?
I mean, I had no feelings. It was all good, you know. It was what it was. It was a great time, man, you know.
Tina's everything comes to an end.
Yeah, you know, it's time for new moves and bigger moves, you know. Now, you know, we put our own shit out, you know, and, you know, fuck that 50-50 or whatever we was doing. We get 100% of the shit, you know.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Put our own videos out. We know how the shit work.
Yeah.
You know, come to radio stations just like I do now.
Yeah, definitely, man.
That's all, you know.
So, how was it working with Big Pun?
Big Pun? Ah, man. Mad comedian. That's all I got.
Everyone always says that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, he was a fun dude, you know. Always mad cool, you know. Always in the studio, always carried a notebook everywhere. That's the only motherfucker I know with a notebook everywhere.
Wow.
Everywhere. I don't care if he was in church. He had a fucking notebook right there.
Or you always love doing practical jokes on motherfuckers too.
Yeah, a lot of jokes, man. I got to forget it. Stories forever with that.
It's funny because it's sort of like y'all was like sort of like fit together, like the kind of way y'all was like.
To me, it was a perfect combination.
Yeah.
When I first heard that song, I'm like, yo, this seems right.
It just melded right.
It seems right.
Yeah, well, first of all, we met Pun through Fat Joe. And
Yeah.
And when we met Pun, he was already like a fan of ours. Like, yo, I love the Beatnuts. I love y'all niggas. I love it. So once we heard what he was about, we was like, you know, this kid is nasty, you know? So, the original off the books was supposed to be Cuban, Triple Sace, and Pun. But Sace didn't make it that day.
Oh.
So just them two. And then we ended up doing it. And it was just four. It was equal. Boom. It was perfect. 2 and 2. You know, 2 from the BX, 2 from Queens.
That's what's up.
It's perfect.
So you say you got stories from Pun. Let's hear one. One of the outrageous stories.
Oh, man. It's crazy stories, dude. That nigga one time in the studio, yo, he blew a fucking, he had this kid stand against the wall with an apple. and blew that shit off his head with a gun. But let me tell you something. The in the studio.
Oh my God.
But listen, the gun was blanks. It shot blanks.
Yeah.
So the engineer seen this shit. And
Pissed
pissed. He almost shitted on himself. And then he was about to leave the room. Bam. And we was like, nah, you gotta stay here and watch this shit. so he did it again. He was like, we're gonna do it again with the apple.
Oh shit.
Shot the apple, bam. And the dude just, tilts his head and shit, and it just looks like he got shot.
Like a shot.
Yeah.
So he had the engineers like, yo, you next, but you gonna do the grape.
Oh.
So,
That's crazy, man.
yo, when he found out that shit was all blanks, that shit was too funny.
Oh man, that's crazy. What else?
Always farting all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of thought that.
Dirty Pun, you know, Big Pun, keep it funky. That's my nigga though. R.I.P. forever.
Yeah, man, definitely R.I.P. Big Pun. The Beatnuts logo. I always thought about this like it's inspiration from somewhere, correct? Hank Mobley.
Hank Mobley,
Yeah.
Jazz couple.
Yeah, because you guys are big into jazz. Like, what is like a couple of your favorite jazz artists?
Oh man, Miles is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
I can't really think right now. But there's a couple.
Coltrane.
Coltrane,
Yeah.
Bob James and shit.
Oh yeah, everybody loves Bob James.
curious what your influences for you making beats.
Yeah.
Influences?
Yeah.
Really,
Just-
man, just the beats itself, man. you
Music
know?
in general,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
hearing
yeah.
certain samples, you like, I know I could flip that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, and you know, a lot of the early hip hop shit, them shits just really.
What was the first artist that you did production for?
Well, actually, my first production was in '88.
Wow.
This was, I was still in high school and everything. I, you know, saving paper up, and we put out one of my boys from Philly. Me and Rob Swift. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Rob Swift.
Yeah.
I went to school with him. So me and him, we started off DJing real early, like, you know, 14, 15 years old. We was DJing already, and put that cat out in '88. So, you know, I was already in the studio and all that shit, you know. So
That's what's up.
What was
man.
the first
Early.
equipment that?
That was
you
gonna be
fucking
my other
with?
question too.
Yeah,
What
my
you was
question-
using?
my first piece of equipment was a TR-808, which I still have. I had a 707, a 909, a couple of drum machines, and that's all, you know, back then we needed, you know.
What's your major shit that you use now?
Now, well, right now, the situation I'm in, I'm rocking with Reason. You know, Reason is getting the job done for me.
Word.
But my when I got my shit set up for real, it's, you know, I got the 950 S950, I got the MP. Nice little setup,
That's
you know,
what's up.
Moogs. I got my Moogs and shit, you know.
A lot of people don't even use the S950 no more.
Nah.
Word.
I have an S950.
Yeah, you need to dust that shit off.
Yo,
You
when
know what it is though? That sound, man.
Yeah, you get that vintage
Yeah.
out of it.
When you hear that shit, yo, it makes a difference, man. I hear that shit, man. You know,
Yeah, definitely. So, like, what are 3 of your favorite beats that you didn't make?
that I didn't make,
Yeah.
but who made them?
doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Whatever
matter.
you
Yeah.
liked.
Like you said some shit
Those
like, yo,
beats that you was like, I
that's-
wish I was on that.
Yeah.
Like I should have flipped that sample. You know, I could did better or whatever.
Oh man, I mean, I like one large professor, the mad scientist.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one. Let me see which other one. So, can't even think right now. So many
Yeah,
beats.
yeah,
out
it's a
there,
lot.
man.
It's a lot yeah.
I like that 501 shit. You know.
Which one?
The throw your hands up.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah,
says,
yeah,
Shut
yeah.
the fuck. You know.
Godzilla,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
You know,
damn,
when he dropped that shit.
And he took the ill lawsuit for it.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh,
They got him
caught on
good.
that shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
The
yeah,
Godzilla
man.
from Godzilla.
Yeah, he
They
was
got him
talking
on
about
it.
it on here, yeah.
Wow.
Got an interview with him. He was saying how he got bagged out for that.
Yeah, it's
They
crazy.
got him good.
Man, you gotta start chopping shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's how it all started. People started getting bagged on the samples. Like, all right, now, if you bag me, you deserve your money because I'm going to flip this shit where you're not going to recognize
It
it.
happened to us early too. With
No.
the Ali, meters came at us. Couple of cats, couple of Italian cats, but you know,
Yeah,
that just makes you wanna, you know.
yeah, definitely, man.
Step your game up on it.
Exactly. That's all.
So you want to give your information out there, how people could reach you, how people could, websites, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, the website is pitfightmusic.com. You know, you got T-shirts, got a lot of unreleased shit on there. Beanie hats, whatever you want. Beatnuts the Beatnuts at Gmail if for bookings or whatever, shows, DJs, whatever. Twitter is Pit Fight Records. What else we got? Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah,
Simple and plain.
Yeah, definitely, man.
last year was the
hip hop revival.
The hip hop
The
revival.
second, the 90s
where,
hip hop revival.
Beatnuts was up there. We had
Yeah, y'all were the
Rod
main
Digger.
act.
Yeah, we had Rod Digger.
J.B. the Damager.
J.B. the Damager came up.
Yeah,
Sadat
we had a
X
lot of
came
good
up.
acts
Yeah, it
that
was
day, yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah, and that was just
y'all
an
closed the
amazing,
show and-
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Like I said, the world famous
Yeah,
Beatnuts, man.
yeah.
It's like,
If you everybody
you already
out
know.
there who's listening, if you want to see a good fucking show, man, you look them up, man. A lot of people out there nowadays that they don't got no stage presence, or they don't know what the fuck they doing. They ain't groomed well, and if you want to see a show that's worth your money, look up when they're gonna be hitting your area. and you need to check that. You need to support number one.
Yeah.
This summer we
Yeah.
rock in New York a couple of spots, so you gonna be hearing me.
Are y'all touring
definitely.
around to other cities also and stuff? Like,
yeah, we're gonna be out in the West Coast and little things, you know.
All right.
bouncing around Arizona, Texas, and a couple of spots. You know?
There you go. You heard it from Psycho Les himself.
Psycho
So you
Les.
better go to this goddamn shows.
word.
Dope.
Definitely.
We gonna be there
Yep.
in New York. We gonna be there. So
Fuck
you know,
yeah.
come through to the shows, and you'll see GID there. You know what I'm saying? You
GID
see-
Radio,
Definitely.
Bodega Kutz Radio Show every Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. only on GID Radio. We had Cycle Lesson, the Bodega. I got a question for you, and I want your thoughts on this. All right, I think it was a month, maybe a month and a half ago. Since you're a producer, Gene Simmons said that hip hop artists pretty much don't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because they don't play instruments and they don't sing. They just talk. What are your thoughts on that?
Tell him, fuck him if he listening.
Yeah.
Fuck him if he listening. That's my new single, you know. Be
All right.
real. So
Yeah.
I dedicate that joint to him.
I'm saying I'm sure there's plenty of other artists that don't play instruments that are in there too. You know what I mean?
I don't think Gene Simmons is a singer himself. I don't think he's a vocalist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I don't,
what I'm
I
saying.
don't think he
He
comes
don't
across.
play no.
He screams very well.
Yeah, it's just like because he said hip hop artists that don't play instruments, but
Well, he was
what-
saying that about Run DMC. 'Cause
Yeah, but
he
Run
said
DMC
they didn't
ain't
But,
gonna
belong
be
but
Grandmaster
there.
overall,
Flash.
in general, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That they don't belong in that.
Right.
But,
You know?
from producers'
They
point
just
of
mad.
view,
They just mad because they don't know how to work all these programs.
exactly,
Word.
and that's my thing. It's like producer, you get all intricate with it. You know, it's like you chop things up. It's like it's not easy.
You're breathing new life into something that already
Yeah.
existed. It's not like you're just taking and saying, "I'm redoing this." You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And even
you're
stuff
not just
that
throwing
even,
the record.
even
and
if
that's
it's
it.
not a sample, it's just like the process to produce a song is more difficult than what he's taking.
The
it.
process, even of digging to find the
Yeah.
samples itself, is
Yeah.
time
he-
consuming
I don't
Yeah.
know. It was
and
just
money consuming.
Not to mention the fact that these kind of different genres that you sample, when you sample and you put make a beat and everything and people hear it, they automatically get a newfound respect for that genre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit. I mean, Beatnuts was doing jazz shit. It was like, oh shit, I need to start listening
Yeah.
to some jazz.
I need
You
to know what
I'm
the
saying?
fuck that was.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
where was that?
Yeah.
Let me look at the fucking
People start to
inside.
get educated
Yeah.
by the things that you do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that
It's a known fact that
And
shit
these-
boosted
and
their
these-
sales
and
up.
These old artists, they shouldn't be, mad. They should be happy actually, because now you got these young kids checking for your shit. Now.
Yeah.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
they want to hear that original shit.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
they gonna cop your CD again and bring you
Yeah.
back to life.
Yeah.
So it's like,
When nobody was thinking about you. Sometimes
Yeah,
these people
exactly.
didn't even break nothing, and you're doing better numbers than they did and bringing them numbers with it.
Yeah.
And they're going to
Sometime-
complain about
to
that
watch
shit?
to watch out now.
exactly.
Pretty much that's an example in itself, man. So like out of the cream of the crop now in terms of artists, like who can you see yourself producing for it now?
Right now,
Yeah, artists now.
really anybody, man. I got beats for anybody. B. Whoever you throw me, I'm real flexible, man.
Yeah.
And I could do anything. We could do anything. That's me and Juju got some crazy shit we flipping right now. We on some other shit now, but it's always gonna be funky.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
You know?
saying, man. If I had a hip hop album, this man and Juju, y'all do it
They-
together, you
it's
would
always-
definitely be on my album.
Who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with?
I would like to do something to 50 Cent,
That would be dope.
Eminem,
That would be that definitely.
You know?
would be dope.
Bird.
Who would you not want to work with? That's what the fuck I want to know.
You want to put them niggas on blast.
Oh, man. Can't even call
You're like, let's
that
just
one.
say anyone that sucks, right?
Yeah, anybody who sucks.
Anyone who
Nah,
sucks, I don't want to
work
work
with.
with you. That's
You
it.
never know. Never know.
Yo.
People,
There's not a lot of Spanish hip hop artists that are like really in the light like that.
Yeah.
And like being one of the first, Spanish groups that really took it there.
Yeah.
Like what was your like? How did you look at things like when it first popped off and it's like I mean there was Fat Joe definitely, you know what I'm saying, and then there was like people scattered around, but either they were like half black and so they were like considered black and like you was real Spanish group. you came with it, but like, how was it like when people like what was the feeling of it of saying like, oh shit, like we're damn near the only
Tino,
ones?
yeah, pretty much, doing it.
Oh man, it's crazy. You know, because a lot of people never caught on that we were Spanish until like our second album or our third
That's
album.
crazy.
If you look at any of our covers, all our faces is always blurred. Blurred, and that was like a part of the. It was like, you know, you gonna like us for our music, not just for what the fuck we look like. So all our faces, you look at our first cover, it's like, you can't even. You know, it's just
Who the fuck
you
is
see
that?
dudes, but you don't know you know.
Did you get a lot of times like
The
people
EP
would
was like that too. All you see is our eyes. Like, it was always a mystery. So once, you know, niggas found out, then now they start like, oh yeah, Latino. But, you know.
Did you ever get like the, oh shit, Psycholes, I thought you was black, man?
That nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody knew. Like,
They just
you know,
assumed.
Yeah, because, you know, shit was just funky. Beats was funky, you know.
Word.
That was dope, man.
How did the collab with Dead Prez come about?
Loud,
Same
right?
label, yeah.
Yeah,
was
loud.
on
It
the
was just a label made thing, or y'all
yeah.
didn't build like separately and was like, we need to work on this?
Definitely, we was mad cool. You know, mad cool. Still to this day, you know, that's family with us. But yeah, it was nothing. It was like, yo, we doing an album, come by the studio.
So it seems like a lot of the artists that were on Loud were like tight knit, pretty much.
Yeah, they seem like family.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always like that. It's always like that, you know.
I think they were probably like the only label that almost everybody that was signed to the label were producing.
Yeah.
You know, because
You know what? You had the Alcoholics. You had E Swift, J. Roll.
You gotta
That
remember
Prez
before
produced
Loud.
Tang,
You gotta remember
Mobb Deep.
before Loud was Relativity.
Still,
Yeah,
yeah,
Relative.
yeah.
That's when
where-
Fat Joe started
that's
off
Fat
and all
Joe,
that.
That's MOP.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of cats. You know, Patrick Pat. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So,
Yeah, so they were probably you
Project,
like.
yeah.
I mean, Def Jam was like it was always like Def Jam, but like Loud was really like the super label as far as like we don't just rhyme, we make this shit.
Word.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Beatnuts single and album covers. Y'all got like the baddest fucking women on that shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
like
We
what, it
tried.
was one you had a fucking you pulling a thong out of some chick's ass. I forgot what song that was. That I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Like, I shout out to you know whoever shot that picture.